So I spend all my day building AI systems for lean elite recruiting firms. And my one job is just removing operational drag so they can focus on the needle moving parts. Now, after working with quite a few, you begin to notice a pattern. Their issue isn't their lack of using software and tools. Their issue is their lack of a centralized system that connects all of those tools together. Now, in this video, I'm going to walk you through one tool. You've already seen it in the title, n8n, and show you how exactly we're using it with recruiting firms to allow all different parts of their businesses to talk to one another so they can drive the best results possible for their clients and for their candidates. Let's get into it. So recruitment is inherently incredibly difficult. There's pressure on to deliver high quality candidates with precision and speed, all whilst ensuring that most important aspect of your job, which is human connection, is being felt. But meanwhile, the whole team is bogged down with administrative tasks and repetitive tasks that they just shouldn't really be doing. Now, you may be thinking, okay, surely software is the fix. We need to purchase more software, more subscription tools. And that is correct to an extent, but you're going to be met by another problem. And I'm sure maybe you're already suffering from it to some degree. And that is just the data is trapped in silos, making it really difficult to use it all holistically. You're jumping from Slack to Venturi to Cell Navigator to Google Sheets to HubSpot just to make sense of the data you're trying to make sense of. And that's not on top of the fact that a lot of these off-the-shelf tools, they're not really custom to your specific use case. Every recruitment firm is different from the next, and you might want that one extra thing that these software tools just do not provide. So how do we actually, what's the goal here, right? If software isn't the full fix, what do we need to do? Well, you need to be leveraging like other tools that can bring them all together. Software subscriptions by themselves are great, but you need tools like n8n to really combine everything. To explain it very, very simply, n8n is a tool that allows you to connect to pretty much every single data platform on the internet. You can connect Slack to HubSpot, HubSpot to Venturi, Venturi to Sales Navigator, and all of these different things to now have systems and workflows that are running alongside your team's work, which basically better enables them to do what they do best. As simple as that. It becomes your central recruiting brain. You can have these workflows that pretty much just do the strenuous manual work and give you guys answers and information when you need them. You can also begin to map out your manual processes over time. So you can start telling your team to write down what they're actually doing manually. And once you have that manual workflow or manual mind map, then you can move it into a platform like n8n. And also is incredibly cost effective and completely data secure. Now I'm going to compare n8n to other tools you may be familiar with like Zapier or make.com. And you can just see over here how much cheaper n8n is to those comparisons. Most of the time, there's a $20 a month plan, and you probably will not need to go over that for quite some time. So it's very, very cost effective. And it connects all the tools that you're already using, but just allows you to use them in a better way, to put it very, very simply. So now maybe your next question is, okay, so what exactly can I do with n8n? And my simple answer would be everything. You can do everything with n8n, but then I would also prefix, okay, what is the most important things you should do? I don't want to make it too confusing. I want to show you some tangible workflows that we're building right now for our clients that are actually driving results that you'll probably see value from as well. So the first one I want to dive into is more so on the BD side. So imagine you've just had a call with a prospect, a SaaS company that's looking to hire a founding AE. And you've asked some amazing questions. You've gone in depth. You've gone in real depth to ask them the right questions, and they've given you really, really good responses. But I mean, what is your bottleneck then? The minute the call ends, maybe you didn't take enough notes, you didn't write them down properly. Now you jump onto another call, and before you know it, you kind of forgot what you really should have noted down or what you should have taken interest in on that call. Well, this is a really, really good workflow. This workflow takes that discovery call transcript and then begins to understand the pain points and then creates follow-ups that you can then use 3, 6, 9, 12 days out from the initial discovery call to try and actually follow through and get the conversation moving forward. I've got a whole video about this. I suggest you watch it on my YouTube, but it pretty much shows how the AI will put together follow-ups that drive the conversation forward. Not just, hey, just bumping this, but more, look, you mentioned this, you mentioned that you're looking to ramp, you mentioned this price constraint, you mentioned something about this. Would it be valuable if I put together this to really drive the conversation forward? Now, another really cool one is, this is really cool if you already have existing results, which is taking your past clients in your CRM and being able to check on a regular basis if they have any more open roles. Why is this good? Because they've been your client in the past, so they understand how good you are. They understand the work that you can do. And again, it's a really easy way in. You probably have their number, you probably have their email. It's very easy to say, hey, we've seen you're hiring for this. We did this a few months ago. Should we hop on this and help you guys out? You know, it's very, very effective. Really simple, but very, very effective. I'm sure you can understand why. Another one here, this is on the candidate sourcing side, right? Taking your candidates in your ATS. Most recruiting firms, their ATS is so outdated. It's full of information that's just years old, sometimes even longer. But this workflow runs on a schedule to constantly check in the ATS, is there any information we need to update? And we'll go ahead and update that information. Why is this valuable? Because when you then come to do your sourcing, you're pulling fresh data that makes it easier for you to get the best candidates for your clients. Another simple workflow, but with combining AI and connecting it to Venturi and then connecting it to Sales Navigator, you can start doing things really, really quickly. Oh, and another one I want to show you as well. I could go on for days, but another really good one is taking open roles and then immediately matching that to people in your ATS, right? Immediately. This is a great way if you're more of a cold caller and you want to be able to quickly see these companies have open roles right now. I've got Susan, Layla, and Jesse in my database that are also located in this location, that have also worked in cybersecurity software before. I'm going to call this guy up and then suggest to him the candidates that I have in my ATS. But again, as you can see, this workflow, it can all run on a scheduled basis. It pulls from all of your existing tools you already have using their APIs to basically allow your team to be so much more efficient. Rather than them having to manually go through the open jobs, manually pass it through AI using ChatGPT, manually check the company page to check if they're over a certain headcount, manually looking in the ATS to find who's a good fit. This workflow will do it all, so your team can just focus on the needle moving parts, picking up the phone, having a conversation with a prospect, with a candidate, and all of the other stuff. The AI co-pilot is augmenting the team and the person to do what they do best, right? I'm not in the process of replacing your team. I'm in the process of enabling your team to actually do more of what they want to do, which is speak with candidates rather than jumping from tab to tab to tab. So I hope you found this video valuable. Very, 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 very brief in terms of why n8n is every recruiter's secret weapon. I've got a bunch of other videos where I kind of walk through n8n workflows, so do check them out. And any questions, do let me know. God bless. Speak soon. Bye-bye.